We're going to begin with the controversy on the southern border, the Biden administration's new response to the crisis there. The White House now saying it will build new border barriers along the Rio Grande in South Texas using money allocated by Congress during the Trump administration. Legal border crossings, of course, have been on the rise, and tensions has been growing with Congress and mayors, often Democratic mayors of big cities, wondering how the White House plans to tackle the problem. Weijia Jiang is at the White House for us again this morning. Quite a reversal here. Weijia, good morning to you.
Good morning, Tony, and good morning to everybody. Look, President Biden insists that his hands are tied here and that blocking the construction of a border wall would actually break the law. But his own Secretary of Homeland Security says that is not the only reason they are building it.
200,000 migrants crossed the southern border unlawfully last month, the highest level recorded this year. President Biden insists that's not why his administration is moving forward with building a border wall, a decision he says was made by Congress.
When money was appropriated for the border wall, I tried to get them to reappropriate, to redirect that money. They didn't. They wouldn't.
Do you believe the border wall works?
No.
But Department of Homeland Security Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas issued a notice stating there is presently an acute and immediate need to construct physical barriers and roads in the vicinity of the border of the United States in order to prevent unlawful entries. This map from Customs and Borders Protection shows sections near the Rio Grande where the wall would be built. It would be a total of 20 miles long and include 18-foot-high, 6-inch diameter bollards. According to government data, there were more than 46,000 illegal entries in the Rio Grande Valley sector in August alone. In 2020, then candidate Biden made this campaign promise.
There will not be another foot of wall constructed in my administration, number one.
And when he took office, Mr. Biden ended the Trump-era border national emergency.
It's highly hypocritical. That's what it is. And that's why the American public is so upset with elected officials in both parties, because sometimes elected officials say one thing and they do another. And this is the perfect example.
Criticism about the border is coming from some Democrats, too. In Chicago, hundreds of migrants are sleeping on the streets outside police stations. Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker wrote the federal government's lack of intervention and coordination at the border has created an untenable situation for Illinois.
We had no choice. It was mandated by law.
Mayorkas now claims that his earlier written statement was taken out of context and that it did not signify any change in policy.
Our policy remains as it was since day one. We are opposed to the construction of the wall.
The Biden administration just announced that it would begin directly deporting Venezuelan migrants who accounted for about a quarter of all illegal border crossings last month. And later this morning, the president plans to make remarks about another pressing issue, the economy. Nate?
The border and the economy, two pressing issues in America. Weijia, thank you.